ready for the $1 million skill? The $1 million skill, all of the $1 million earners in network marketing are amazing at this skill, and that is promoting, okay? Becoming a world-class promoter. That means promoting events, promoting whatever is going on, being a promoter. And so how do you get to be a world-class promoter? Well, it basically comes down to plan, do, and review. Okay, that is how you get better at every single thing that you want to get better at. Plan, do, review. If you're not doing this on a regular basis, it's really important that you do this. You can do it applied to every aspect of your business. You can do it applied to your life, but basically every day, and then weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually, you want to be doing a plan, do, review. What did you plan to get done? What did you actually do? And what kind of review would you give yourself? What could have gone better? What do you want to do differently the next day? What have you observed? What have you learned? What do you want to try implementing? And so doing a plan, do, review on a daily basis is really, really helpful. And that will also help you in becoming a world-class promoter. Okay, a world-class promoter. So there are 3 phases to promoting, and we're going to take promoting in the context of promoting events, okay? So I'm going to give you 3 upcoming events that we have. All right, the first event we have is, for example, on Friday night this week, we have a weight loss event. Okay, there's a lot of people who are interested in weight loss, a lot of people. And this weight loss event is happening in Nigeria. It's online, but it's equally applicable to any other market, any market where you can buy MetaSwitch, right? And so we're having a weight loss event. We'll be announcing contest winners. We'll be sharing a weight loss product presentation. That's an event that just happens that you could be actually promoting. Another big event, okay, that will be coming. A couple of them is, for example, the convention. So in Nigeria, we'll have a virtual convention, and that's an event you can promote. And then one that I would love everyone to be promoting heavily is GoPro. And GoPro, you're going to start seeing some promotion coming any minute from now. And that is December 2nd to December 4th. Okay, it's usually a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now, for those of us in Africa, it's an all-night affair because it starts in the morning in Las Vegas, and that is, even the morning in Las Vegas is about, let's see, it's about 7 or 8 p.m. in East Africa and about 5 or 6 p.m. in West Africa, and then everyone else can kind of do the math on their own time zones. So it lasts all night, okay, and you really have to be prepared for it. But it is a huge game changer, that GoPro event with Eric Worre. It's an event I would not miss. It's an event that any one of you can go to. It's an online event. It is absolutely amazing. World-class trainers, Eric Worre, giving us everything we need to be fired up for success, to gain the skills, to gain the knowledge. And so those are all events that you can be promoting. Now, what are the 3 phases of promoting? Well, the first is just announcing, okay? Just putting it into the chat, posting it on your Instagram, posting it on your Facebook, just announcing it. Here's the event, hope you can make it. Okay, that is not promoting. Yes, it needs to be done, but it is only the very most basic of promotion. The next level of promoting is inviting. Okay, that's when you actually get on the phones, you're calling people with urgency, you're telling them, oh my goodness, you have to be there. Okay, you're actually speaking to people live. In addition to just posting and sharing, you're actually calling and giving them reasons for why they must be part of it, why they can't afford to miss it. Okay, that's another big one. But the third level of promoting is actually promoting. Okay, what does promoting mean? How is it different than just announcing or even inviting? Promoting means that you are promoting it so hard that, people think you must be getting paid to do it, that people think that people are sick of it, that people may even leave the page because you're promoting it so heavily. I remember a couple of years ago with GoPro, I was promoting it so heavily, so heavily. And why was I promoting it so heavily? I was promoting it so heavily because I cannot express the value that you would get from it. And my heart is so full for you to want the value from this event that I would crawl over broken glass for you to get it. Okay, I want it more for you than you even want it for yourself. And so I was promoting it so heavily. There was no one on the planet that didn't know I was all out for this event. Even our Crown Diamond, before he got to know Eric Worre really well, now with the mastermind that he's in with me, Chris Gingras asked me, am I getting a kickback for every person that I put into this event? Am I getting paid for it by Eric? It's like, no, I'm not. In fact, it was costing me money to promote. I was giving out t-shirts. I was giving out data. I was giving out workbooks. I was just so passionate and so committed to getting this event into everybody's hand. And so promoting is just taking it to a whole different level. Okay, it's announcing it, yes. It's making the invitations, absolutely yes. But then it's promoting it until people want you to just shut up. That's when you're doing a great job. Okay, all three of those are necessary if you want to be a $1 million earner, if you want to be a big money earner. Okay, even a six-figure earner, $100,000 a year, which would be fantastic. You need to become a promoter. That is the difference between average and exceptional. That is the $1 million skill. Now let's take a look at the toolbox. Now I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things that you can be doing that will make the difference in you promoting events. And like I said, afterwards, I'm going to share these slides so that you can take down all the points, but there are actually 27 tools in your toolbox, okay? I'm sure there's more, but we're going to touch on 27 of them. We're going to do it super, super fast, but I want you to think, how many of these are you actually using and doing? And are you an announcer? Are you just announcing it somewhere? Are you putting it in a group and leaving it at that? Are you actually inviting like crazy? And are you promoting? And remember, this art of promotion and this intensity of promotion can be applied to every single event. So a business opportunity meeting at one of the offices or a local business opportunity meeting, an online event, a Zoom event, right? A regular business opportunity meeting. It should be like the king and queen are coming and it's the only chance you'll ever get to see them, right? That's how the promotion should feel. And so you can really apply this promoting to absolutely any kind of event and even a campaign, a product, anything. You can apply the same level of promotion. So let's go through the toolbox and take a look at 27 tools that you can be applying to your promotion. Okay, some of these you can just make as if they're second nature, as if they just become part of who you are, part of what you do, definitely. Okay, so let's take a look at them one by one. So the first one is decide. Okay, you have to decide that you are going to go all out for a particular event, a particular initiative. Okay, that's the very first one. Make that decision. Then once you make the decision, write down some goals. So let's say it's the weight loss event for Friday night. Okay, how many people are you going to have at that event? And how many people are you going to physically invite? Are you going to call 5 people, 10 people, 20 people? How many people are you actually going to call and message? Are you going to message 200, call 20, and end up with 5 people on the event? Make those written goals. Then publicly declare that you are going to be inviting 200 people to this event, whatever number that is for you. Make that public declaration that you are going to feel very unhappy if you make the declaration out to the world and you don't act on it. Okay, it's going to really keep you out of alignment. It's not going to feel comfortable at all. So making that public declaration can really make a big difference. You know, my upline, Mike LeBrun, is unbelievable at so much of this. He's probably one of the best event promoters that I know, aside from Eric Worre. He's really fantastic. And he will always get you to make your public declaration. How many people are you going to have there? He's very, very good at that. The other thing that is part of your toolbox is show up as being more committed than anyone else. If people think of you and the event that you're promoting, do they think of you as being more committed than anyone else? You know, that GoPro event, that one that I was promoting 2 years ago, I'm very, very, very certain that there was nobody in the Max world globally who didn't think there was anyone more committed than me. Everybody knew that I was the most committed person in promoting this event. It was a big deal. Okay. And then make it fun. Make it fun, right? Have fun with it. You know, we, when we were promoting that event, we got posters made for people saying, wow, you know, you're going to the event. We had t-shirts made. We had booklets made, right? And just make it fun. Have some fun with it. And then you can also create some adventure around it. You know, wow, this is something crazy we're going to do together. It's going to be so amazing. It's going to be so incredible, right? Make some adventure and create an adventure for everyone who's going with you. Then these are, remember, all tools you can put into your promoter's toolbox. The other thing is creating a vision for how this event could change someone's life, creating a vision for what going to the event together is going to feel like, is going to be like, is going to make meaning for the team, for you, for them, right? And so setting that vision for what attending this event or being part of the promotion will mean for them and how it's going to feel. Then setting a game plan. So you've written out your goals, you've declared it to the world, you know, you're making it fun. What's your game plan? How are you going to get these invitations done? How are you going to be promoting? What are you going to be doing, right? Get your game plan written down and mapped out so that you know exactly what you're going to be doing. Another great tool in the toolbox is campaigns, right? You guys who have been with me and with our team for a while, you've seen a lot of campaigns. We've had a lot of fun, right? We've had bingo campaigns. We've had, you know, who can put 5 people on the event gets a call charge, call credit. You know, we've had a lot of campaigns, and so you can have a lot of fun with that too, and they're great for driving activity. And then stories, okay, stories. You know, one of the stories that I really loved, and you know, some of you, maybe some of you haven't seen it, but there's a network marketer. His name is Rakan Khalifa, and he actually lives in the same neighborhood that I used to live in Toronto. We both lived on the lake in the same area of apartment buildings, beautiful area. And so I remember when he first started going to Accelerator, and he just got so, or GoPro rather, he got so fired up by everything that he learned that he started implementing it, and he started going crazy. And now he's, you know, he's a $1 million Hall of Fame earner, right? And that's just from going to these events, implementing the ideas, getting more and more of his team involved and on fire, and it made a huge difference. So share stories with others that have been to these events, what it's meant for them, you know, or participated in something similar and what it's meant for them, but share stories that will make a difference. Another tool, laser focus. Okay, there's going to be a lot of things that come your way. You have to decide you're doing it, and you have to be focused on getting it done. So whatever you decide, just make sure it happens. Put that laser focus for that amount of time that you've decided you need to put into it. And then team pride is another great tool. You know, imagine if we had let's say we had our convention, okay? And we all showed up and we were all wearing, you know, team t-shirts, or we all put in our Zoom names that day, you know, maximum impact, and then our name, right? Or our name and maximum impact. And everyone could see on the Zoom that out of however many hundreds of people, you know, our team was a huge showing, and we had at least 100 people there. That gets a lot of people excited, gets a lot going. So Team Pride is a tool that you can use in the toolbox. Want to take this so seriously. So when you're calling someone to say, oh my goodness, you know what? We're having our convention this next month, and you know, you've been looking at this for a long time. You just need to be at the convention. You're going to get a feel for our culture. You're going to get a feel for our people. You're going to really see how we come to life. And it's not something you can miss. And, you know, when they say, well, I'm not sure if I can make time. Listen, if you want to be serious in your business, you've got to make time. This is going to be critical. You know, you have to be so intense with your invitation, so intense with how you issue the invitation. You know, I had someone who was supposed to be attending our Kasumu event on Saturday, and he said he was coming, and he didn't show up. And I called him afterwards. I'm going to just give you an idea of the intensity of our conversation. And I said, you know, you didn't come. What happened? I hope you're okay. Oh, yes, you know, I got busy. I had to, you know, go do something. And I said, well, but you didn't call me or message me to tell me you couldn't come. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got busy. And I said, you know what? Here's the thing. You have a business. He runs a transportation business. I said, if you had to go pick up a client, you wouldn't just not message them if you were going to be late or you weren't going to go. You would message them and let them know, I'm so sorry, something's come up. I can't make it. But you would message them. And he agreed. Yes, he would. And I said, so this is a business that can make you a lot of money. You don't just not show up. You need to message. You need to call. You need to say, I'm so sorry, I can't be there. You know, if you're going to treat this business seriously, you have to treat it seriously. So I told him that I would send him a replay of the event, which is obviously a recorded event. And I said, you know, listen, I'm not here to chase you. If, you know, this is a big business opportunity, you've been looking at it for a long time. I said, take a look at this and you get back to me. I'm not chasing you. So if you don't take a look at it, you don't get back to me, then that's fine. No problem. I understand it's not for you. But this is something that if you're serious, you just need to take a look at, and then you come back to me. So, you know, I had that posture, I had that intensity, and you need that sometimes. You can't just say, well, I understand, you know, I know it's a big commitment. I know, yeah, it's going to be hard to get a babysitter. You know, you just have to be, well, okay, what can you do? Well, maybe can you bring the kids? Is there anyone who could look after them? You know, I'm sure if you looked, you could really find out. You know, you just have to be so intense with your invitation. Then you have to demonstrate by example that you're doing it. You know, if you're asking people to do whatever the promotion is, then you need to be the one to be first, front and center, and get people there. Then problem solving, right? This is the whole idea. Well, I have the kids that day. I remember a week or two ago, I met someone, and he was going to come to our Saturday event at the office. And he said, oh, I've got, you know, I'm babysitting. And I said, well, is it your own child or is it someone else? Oh, no, it's my own child. And I always laugh at that because dads say babysitting, but guess what? Babysitting your own child is not babysitting. It's just called being a parent. So I said, well, you know, what can you do to work it out? Because really, this is going to be important. It's close by. You should be there. You know, if you have to, you can bring the child, but I'm sure there must be something you can do. And he figured it out. You know, his wife came back early from her own activities, and they figured it out. So problem solving, figure out how to problem solve so that the person can attend. And then repetition, you've got to be at it again and again and again. You know, for me, I invite, I remind again. You know, if I'm online, I'm asking them, are you there? Are you there? Send me a message, send me a screenshot. You know, I'm reminding all the time. If you see me in our groups, you'll see me, I'm posting events all the time, again and again, to remind people. Okay, so repeat, 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 repeat. You can also set accountability structures. Okay, so setting an accountability structure, maybe getting a buddy. If you're publicly declaring that you're going to message 200 people and call 20 for the next event, then get someone and be accountable with them. How many did you do today? How many more? When are you going to do the next 50? You know, and get accountable with them. Put a structure in place that will keep you accountable. Here's a couple of good ones. Okay. The first is inclusion. That means that let's say if it's people in the team or even prospects or potential customers, but you know, the key is include them if they're on board. So if they're on board, they're like part of your inner circle. Okay, they're close to you. They have the heat of you, right? They have the heat of being part of the group if they're on board and if they're attending. Okay, on the outside, if they're not coming, if they're not showing up, okay, then they're not close to you. They're not part of your inner circle. They're excluded. Okay, not rudely, not deliberately, but they're just not going to feel part of the inner circle. Okay, I see you guys. I know who shows up to our team trainings. Those people, I believe, are taking our business seriously. When you need something, to me, you're going to be the first people that I would support. But the people that never show up for training, that never know anything, that never you know, are part of any events, that never follow the pages, don't read anything that we post, well, you know, it's I don't really consider you to be part of any inner circle that I feel that close to. So use that as part of your toolbox as well. Inclusion, exclusion, even fear of loss, right? If you don't attend this event, oh my goodness, you're going to miss everything. You just need to be there yourself and hear it. And you guys know, you know, anyone who's been to GoPro as an example, I'm telling you, being there in person on the Zoom is 1,000,000% different than having a debrief afterwards with a team member. Okay, being there in person, you cannot compromise the experience. You absolutely can't. And you will get years worth of network marketing training in a weekend. It's too important to miss. So have that fear of loss be one of your tools in the toolbox. And minimize distractions. Minimize distractions, close down distractions, avoid distractions. That has to be an important part of your toolbox as well. Assignments are always, always, always part of your toolbox, okay? So this is a little bit of a different training, but I will just tell you that the four languages of leadership, okay? 4 languages of leadership. I'm going to be giving you some of that at the end. 4 languages of leadership are vision, stories, assignments, and challenges. Okay, so you always want to learn to be talking in those, in that language: vision, stories, assignments, and challenges. And so assignments are a key part of your toolbox, as are challenges. So what would that look like? For example, okay, I will give you an assignment to attend the weight loss event yourself. All right, and I'm going to challenge you to have at least 2 people on that call with you. Okay, so the assignment is you be on that weight loss call on Friday night yourself. I'll post it in the pages once again after we're done the call. That's the assignment. The challenge is to have at least 2 people on with you. It could be team members, could be potential customers, it could be prospects. Okay, but have at least 2 people on that call with you. All right, that you have personally invited and made sure they're attending. Okay, That's an example of an assignment and a challenge. Then set expectations, right? We are all going to have at least 5 people on the call. That is what we're going to be doing, right? Let's keep track of our numbers. Let's keep sharing our results. And then competition. Competition is always super, super fun, especially if you have competitive people. You know, like I say, Mike LeBrun, my upline, oh my gosh, he's the most amazingly competitive person. Even when he's talking to me, he'll say, so how many people do you have coming? How many people? And I know he wants to know that he's, you know, how are we doing neck and neck? How are we competing? And it's amazing, right? And so especially if you have a competitive person, then you just say, listen, you know, Gideon said he's bringing 10 people so far. So how many do you have? You know, and make it competitive. You can also make it competitive amongst the group, right? You've seen we've had some fun competitions over the years ourselves. We've had competitions recently with finding our way around boards, right? And people who met their assignments, they got charge cards for their phone. So you can have competition, and that makes it really, really fun. We've had a lot of them over the years. And then peer pressure, right? Peer pressure is a good one too. You know, we've tried to do that in different ways. Sometimes we have accountability groups, and, you know, we're all posting our accountability, but maybe 2 people aren't. They're going to feel that peer pressure, right? So peer pressure can be another tool in the toolbox. And then the last one is contests, okay? So you can have contests, and, you know, anyone to have 5 or more people at the event will get something, or whatever the case may be, but you can set contests as part of your toolbox as well. So now, who are you inviting to these events? Okay, obviously associates, other team members. Sometimes attending an event is just the thing to wake up a dormant team member. Okay, so you want to have as many of your team, your associates, on events as possible, attending live if at all possible, or attending online if it's an online event. But definitely you want to have your team there, even customers and prospects, okay? I've had customers and prospects on GoPro before. They've loved it. It's really made a difference. I've had them on our conventions. I've had them on just about all kinds of events, right? Not just traditional business opportunity meetings, but other events like our symposiums, or the weight loss event on Friday will be a great one to bring potential customers. They'll be so excited, right? And a lot of people are interested in that. And if you set a goal to invite at least 1 customer and 1 prospect, okay, you'll just double attendance at any event, which is a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. So I'm going to finish with this, and that is really think about becoming a world-class promoter. I'm telling you for sure, it is absolutely going to have your business soar. That is what it takes to become a big earner in network marketing. That is the $1 million skill, becoming a world-class promoter.